Hey gang, DA here. Just want to show how I do a 102 Uncharted Waters targeting the present pillage for 0 damage, or at least map repair. So let's go into this one. Doesn't matter where you enter, you will always go in at the same starting point. Now also, the mix of my fleet is 2 arcs and 3 Triaris. One arc has the countermeasures, one is strictly for damage. In other words, it has all the UAVs and no countermeasures on it. 2 Triaris are outfitted with 4 Gale 4s, and the last ship is outfitted with 4 of the MDS 3s. So first thing we're going to do is stack the fleet and straighten them out. And okay, first thing of course is to get rid of the ships. We will just target one ship. All you want to do is have one of them within your shooting range. Otherwise, if you get closer, you will have several ships shooting at you. This way you can see only the one is firing its mortars at you. Once they are gone, we'll go for this platform here. And this turret has a much shorter range than our arcs. In fact, I believe it's about the same range as our Triaris, which is this circle here. So you have all that room to play with. You don't have to worry about it reaching. Just make sure that you're not within any or the reach of any of the other longer range missile turrets and such. Okay, so now this one over here, this platform has one of the rocket turrets. It shoots about 50 of them, I'd say, or somewhere around there. So what you have to do, when you see that light up, as you approach, you want to stop, because what happens is, so now I'll stop, what happens is your built-in countermeasures of your Triaris are what are responsible for stopping all those rockets. Once they stop firing, that's when you can move in, as I just did. And again, you see it lit up and it's firing the rockets, but none of them reached the fleet. In other words, those 3 Triaris with their built-in countermeasures take care of 100% of those rockets that are coming from that turret, which are firing right now. We'll zoom in on the next one. Okay, so next, again, we're going to do the fleet and only target one of them again. After that, we'll move over to here. We do have one of those long-range turrets on this platform, but because it doesn't sense us till we are almost in range of this, you can safely reach that turret before it starts firing. Otherwise, if you don't feel comfortable, just stop before you do actually approach this turret and wait out the shots from that rocket turret, which just fired again. Okay, now we'll target this elite countermeasure because it is obviously harmless to us. We'll just wait for the rockets to finish. It is done, and that is the next target. If I had gone for this, you can see that its range is almost identical to mine. So this would be a lot more difficult to target without it being able to reach us, as we will see in just a moment. So the next platform, we have two of those um, missile turrets that I just pointed out, one there and one there. So what I'm going to do first is press shift and click on this turret, and what that does is make sure that that range will not disappear on us. It stays visible. And at the same time, I'm going to hover on this turret in order to find the intersection point. Let me just move my fleet out of here for a sec. Oops. So it doesn't interfere with the view of that. So now you can see the intersection point, and that's right where I want to click, just outside of that, in order to stay out of range of those two missile turrets, but it will reach this turret. And you can see none of those other ones are firing. If I had been any closer, like literally a pixel or so, then these ones would fire. You can see I'm just outside of that intersection point. Okay, this one can be a little tricky. This is the UAV turret, which again has just about the same range as us. So all I want to do is click just outside of that range that it shows. And now I'm going to wait for those rockets to fire. Once they are out, then I can adjust to get just close enough to the UAV like I did there. All I did was click outside here so that it turns while it moves forward, and that way it doesn't go straight at the UAV. Okay, that's done. We will wait for the rockets to finish firing again, and then we can move in. There, they're gone. And none of these front turrets are or have a range that is a threat to us. So we'll get rid of them, that platform. And as long as we are motionless, your built-in countermeasures will always take care of the rockets from this turret. And now we'll just get rid of this. Okay, and down we come to the next fleet. Again, only target one of them. As I've pointed out to many people that have asked about this target, I find it, personally, I find it better to get rid of this platform before going after this one. Reason being, this one has one of the long-range turrets on it, so just getting it out of the way, I think, is a better and safer, for that matter, way of doing it. So let it target that missile turret, and that will take care of that full platform through chaining. And once we're done that one, we'll do the same thing and allow it to target this missile turret. Okay, that's done. And now on this platform, there is one of the longer range turrets, so we are going to approach from the right. But as soon as this lights up, we'll stop and wait. So there we go. And now we'll get that other turret, and the chaining will begin. And once that platform is done, we will move on to these. Now these ones, again, as I pointed out up here, their range is almost the same as ours. It is literally only about 1 pixel less than ours. So I'm going to do the shift and click on that one again. And I'm going to come right to about 3 o'clock, because that seems to be, oops, the best place to get it. So now if I click behind myself but to the left of center, this will actually turn the fleet on a dime, but it will go towards the turret. Oops. And I believe I got too close. Yes, I did. That's okay. A few shots from that will not do significant damage. So now I will do the same thing. Oops, did it again. Oh, shoot. Not having much luck. But you can see what I'm doing. And okay, this time we got it where we are out of the range of that missile turret, but um, we can reach it. Okay, so that is, again, as I said, a tricky part of the target. Um, and it looks like I will have more than instant map repair. Let's just take a look. Yes, 6 minutes, but not a big deal. I mean, that's obviously good enough to go to the base and you'll be done in seconds. So